I don't think that this work is meant to create another world. What I'm trying to depict in these images are things we're dealing with now. I think a lot about environments, whether it's the sort of natural environment or a social environment. And I also think a lot about the technologies that make those environments possible, whether it's the AI supercomputer or it's the social and cultural technologies that we use to communicate with each other. These are all the ways that I'm thinking about how to find these forms and these gestures to maybe create propositions with an audience or just nudge people a little bit. It's traditional, but it's not traditional at all. Something's off. There's an error in this, a cue to investigate. Like, this isn't just a painting. And it's a subliminal kind of tactic. We have a fixation on luxury and leisure and beauty. We have this addiction to instant gratification. And so in a lot of this imagery, I'm trying to lean on these conditions and make something that feels of that. These things do feel to me like poolside leisure, but they also remind me of the technology that is heating up the planet. All of these images are AI generated. And I feel like the nature of that is calling out this sort of like instant gratification we have as a culture and leaning on that and proposing a question to the art world or ourselves on like what art is and what culture is and what it means to, I guess, be human in a time where technology and AI and all of these things are just like running wild. I'm not personally and artistically, I'm not interested in just like making a thing for the sake of making a thing. What I really want is to find these conceptual sort of knots. And I'm really interested in taking things apart and doing things that I'm not supposed to do. I think while on the surface, if you don't know much of this background or sort of artistic questioning, it feels like an homage or like a, hey, like, 2 thumbs up. But once you start really unraveling these layers, you start to really get closer to what I'm thinking through and how I'm trying to make sense of this environment that I'm in. The title of this show is called Water Wars. The reason why they're all named the same and because it's a series is because these are just sort of like artifacts of the piece. It's this thing that lives in the cloud, it's this network, it's the digital binaries that are just flying around us. And it's a system of various technologies. And I think that these sort of artifacts, the physical sort of attributes of this object, it's the space that we're experiencing this language in. It's trying to find how I can tint all of these access points. Ultimately, what I'm trying to do with my work is just navigate reality in a sense that I've created this at sometimes place, sometimes it's a relationship, sometimes it's, I don't know, something like this. But at the end of the day, it's crafting reality, and all of the strings you have to pull to make that reality a reality.